All right, we're back in it. I'm still waking up, so I might be a little foggy. Might need to take me a little bit just to get in the flow. But like I mentioned yesterday, I wanted to continue with the cutscene manager and finish getting in the different types of functionality for it. So I'll start by outlining some of that in code. Here we have like here we just want the array. An event expected at most one. Oh, that's be an array. Yeah. So I think this would be advance would be well, let's do third times 5. Alright, so what other types do we have? Transitions and emotes. I'm going to comment that out because we're not going to focus on that today. I'll put these back in once I get them implemented. If you were here yesterday, I did get move and wait done. Right now I'm doing dialogue. You can see our logic here. We don't need that right now, just for debugging. I think what I'll do is just run this so you can see what I had. I think basically it was just Poppy moving up. And I mean, I could add more to it, but I was just trying to test the functionality. So basically that might not look like much, but that is the foundation to our cutscene. Right, moving things and waiting. Anyway, let's finish this match statement. So this is going to have to check if there's a text box. So I think they'll just use a global so do like just like doing it that way, even though it's global. So here we do like if the text box equals null term. Actually, do the same thing here. And print. Oops. Like error text box. This. So I think we have the type, that's fine. This is going to be the same thing. Maybe like bar. basically we want to yield until that text box is finished or advanced. I have to look at the signals on that. So we're going to need to add a new one because, well, no, I don't know if we need advance. That's if we're going to time out the dialogue. We could do that. Right now we could just wait for player input. And we could probably add a check to that in here. Yeah, down here. And just a quick refresher, what I'm doing is sending the data for each event through as an array. I just simplified it by making a separate function for each one. And that way I have to input less information. And so it cleans up the code when we do things like this, right? We just do add move. And it gives us one less argument. And I think it's a little bit more readable. So back to text box, dialog init, manual advance. So we're going to do text box text. And then we do if manual advance. We just yield until the text box is finished. All right, so we wait until the player goes through all the text before we advance that queue. Now, if we don't have manual advance, we're going to be programming it here with this, and so it's going to be, excuse me, timed, which, yeah, I think we do want these separate because we might want other events happening. We also might want to do like, okay, here I'm not waiting for the player to move. So we need a variable for that. Manually do that. This way, I can call multiple move events. We won't wait, so let me do. Might as well put this up there. Alright, so we have that. If wait until finish, we wait until they're done moving. I think maybe that'll be default. No, I'm not going to do a default. So here we have to do true. So we do want them to wait until finished. We can have them wait. Player move. There. Now. Maybe it will be true by default. So I think primarily we are going to wait. Okay, so that looks good. Dialogue and knit. And we do space these out a bit. Maybe my text box just needs to be a global. Because I can't test this because my text box is usually in my GUI. I can't test the text box, I mean. So let's see, maybe that thing can move. It doesn't really need to interact with these other things. Maybe just for testing. Just for testing, we're going to throw a text box in there. Uh-oh. We've got two of them. Okay, it looks like that one we're not using. This is the one. Sure. So here, yeah. I think we just have to put it in front of that. And look at its size flags. We want shrink center on the, oh, it's not on, whatever, it's just for testing. So we're going to put it, well, it needs its own layer. What's wrong? How can I do this without, I'm just going to manually do what? 80? 60? I think that'll work for size flex or shrink center. I'm not totally sure. I don't think it's accounting for that. Hide when finished. Show container. Handle player. Pulse tree. Sure, we don't want to pulse you though. Be your own scene. Process. Right. So let's go back. So we'll try it out here. Yeah. Um, temporary text. Let's see what else I need for this. Manual advanced true. That's fine. um, you probably also want to set facing. Got like add. Let's see, add move. Probably put it here. Man, allergies bad today. Actor, add, rotate. Has to be an array. We have to add that type up here. So I'm just kind of visualizing what we need to do here. F.rotate. Just copy that. Bar. It's gonna be. We just have to set facing. I'm pretty sure. Save this so we get rotate. And man, that's good. Move the player. And then move to the ocean. So they're going to go 14. What is that, 14-2? Yeah. Wait. So all of these kind of go into a queue as an array. We just run through them once we call this the first time. And we just keep going through the events until we're done. And this match statement handles all the logic based on the type. So as long as you send through the right variables, it should just run automatically. And it's pretty good for 100 lines of code to handle all that. What's the other thing? I wanted to add a movement, like a speed. And so we'll do that after I test what we have so far. So okay, that did not work. How did they get all the way up there? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong actor. That's why. We need them to go to 6, -16. I was looking at Poppy. So we can run that again. It doesn't take too long. And that text box is a little bit off. It's not positioned permanently. It's strictly just for testing right here. I think that's the end of that, what we had so far. So that looks pretty good. I think we want to move them back to where they were. Before they look down. That's kind of how I pictured it. So 3, -16. And I put that in the wrong spot. Yeah. We want to put this below that. And maybe add a weight. Did we get stuck? I never updated. It's 6, -16. I think this failed because this does a check. Yeah. So we were never calling, we were never moving, so we could never call that. So I think we do like, before we check that, we're gonna do if and wait until finished. So that fixes that issue if we accidentally, actually let's do, I could have just done that. On just break. We can't, it's not a loop. How do I guess we can, let's do this. Do that and do an else here. So if we're moving, if wait until finished, we do that. Otherwise, we just go to the bottom. Else, so if we're not moving, we print that error and we still advance. But I want to print that because I want to know that I have basically code that I don't need. Right? Like if I'm trying to move the player but they're already there, that's redundant, right? So you don't want that. Let's see. So I'm thinking we move them back. Actually, before when they ask what are you doing here, I think we want to do some rotations. And I think we're going to be calling the player a lot. So let's do I don't know if we really need them there. We can keep it for now. Save this up. I can just do this. I know, add rotate. We're going to do that here too. Actually, let's clean that up. Let's give it. That's all right. I think I will do these. I'm just doing that because then we can just call that. Like, I think that's going to read better. Here, left. We might expand this. I think this is going to be an array. Zero. Good with that. Maybe that's a little too complex for me right now. Let's just keep it separate. Okay, so it goes to the water. We need to move back. To 3, -16. Rotate down. think this initial delay is a little bit too long. That's all we have so far. Little by little, getting it there. All right, this is looking fine. Okay. So I think we need like a rotate. Let's rotate pixel wise. I'll come to that later. So emote, dialog advance. I'm pretty sure that would work. Transition scene. I don't think I need that anymore. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even. Dialog advanced. Not doing that. Go to next line. I know we do yield, but not till it's finished. We have to yield until. So we need a signal when we are at the end. So on typewriter timeout. Show options off. At end of line. Single. Then in cutscene, yield. This is if we're manually, or not manually, we're automatically on a timer, advancing the dialogue. We wait until we're at the end of the line, and then we use that delay. I think we'll get this up at the top. So wait until that end of line, and then we use that delay. We wait until that timer is done. Let's get, excuse me, move speed in. Let's see what this error is. Delay. Now we're using it, right? So that's good. Move. I should just do this. Send this through. We can grab it in here. That's going to be full now. So we need to utilize that. Not going to worry about that. We have pretty much what we need except for transitioning. It's a transition scene. I think that works. Just need to see what that looks like. Instead of that. No, we can just do so it's main. We need to connect. It's going to be scene transition started. And we have to send through target scene name, target cell. So I don't even have to check. We don't have to do that. We can just send that through. So it's so we need to pass through a target cell. Maybe we don't. I guess it's not a huge deal to just manually say, give it that 28 negative 4. We can optimize it later. I already forgot the chords. 28 negative 4. Let's be a factor 2. Add that in here. And then we can get that down here. I think we do need to send through his portal. So we just update. So we're in main. I think we can test it if we do. Let's see. Let's change this for now to what's the delay gauge. And so it should run with everything. Yeah, cool. So since we're doing that now, I'm going to delete that extra text box. So now I can run it from my main game and see if that transition works. Oh, it looks like we locked up. Let's see, what did we change? Text box. I don't know. I don't see anything that would be causing that issue. So we're getting here. Text box in it. Oops. I'm just gonna kind of ham-handedly see if this fixes it. Where's the text box? Let's see if it works when the text box is in the scene. No, so something else broke it, I think. Well, that's good to know. I don't know. I don't know what the heck is locking it up. What the heck? Let's put a breakpoint here. And it looks like it locks up before we call that. If we don't do that, let's see. Just continue. No, so it's not that. See if it's the handle. If we need to handle the player. Weird. I don't know what changed that would cause that. Everything's good. Should be one, and then two when they hit. Just locking up. my GUI hidden or something? No, I don't think so. Its Xbox is not showing. I don't know, that's weird. What am I overlooking? Here we go, let's try this. Okay, so we're not starting that text box. Init. So why are we not? If visible, just do that. What the heck? Are we getting to this at all? So we advance, we get here, but then this just doesn't happen. Aha. Uh-huh. Hmm. Oops. I mean, really, I should just be instancing the text box every time. So we're kind of getting into silly issues because of this now. It's on here. Do if oh yeah. Hello? What the heck? I think she just needs a regular actor for now. I don't get why her thing wasn't working. Let's see. Oh, we don't need this anymore. Don't need that. Don't need that. Need that. I think I also have to disable player, yeah, because they can move right now. So I think we do an actor. You can take from player. That should be fine. We don't need all these open. Alright, guess we'll be done there. so apparently, no, we just want to set so pretty much if all right, cool. Oh, it's so dramatic. This is like a real play. Alright, so then the one thing I need to check is if I can truly not move the player. Yeah, that's good. Cool. So I'm going to take a quick break from cutscenes. Still good there. Everyone's sleeping apparently. And we're going to move to first town. Because what I want to do now is program the random movement on the actors. And so that we're going to need our actor script. And I'm going to take a short break, like a couple minutes, and I'll be right back. I'm going to let's pull up the shop menu today. That's a fun AFK screen. Let me get my BRB up. Should probably update this. Let's see. Okay, actor. Need a. I guess we can just do a tree timer. I mean, I have a movement delay already in there. Mm, 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 mm. Guess we do want that. Choose random direction. Should probably be around here. Actually, I'm gonna get that in later. I want to plan out a better system for that. I think I'm gonna work on cutscenes off stream. It's just gonna be easier because it's a lot of like if I pull this up real quick. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of this. It's gonna be a lot of me like trying to figure out dialogue and pacing of things. I don't think that's gonna be really interesting, so I don't think I need to document that. All right. I will catch you later. Let me know if you have any questions or feedback. All right. Get off of here. Let's see. Make sure we're not getting cut off.